Hey, I don't know if I'm live yet. Hang on. Oh, there goes the clock. It's ticking. Okay, I am live. Hey, look at this. We got people on here already. Awesome. Perosi, FN Base. What's happening, y'all? Just got home from work a little while ago, and good to see. Well, it's good to be here, and I'm glad you guys are on here so soon. Charles, what's happening? Um, yeah, I'm just going to give it another 30 seconds here, and then we'll get into what we're going to talk about here. What's up, Chicken Pimp? Gotta love the name Chicken Pimp. Who else could pimp a chicken except for the Chicken Pimp? If I ever get a little, frisky for some chickens, I know who to go to. Steven, what's happening? All right, everybody. So I am outside, starting to get dark out, and my laptop is not plugged in. So I've got some battery life left here, but again, not going to be a real long video. Just haven't been on here in about a week or so I wanted to leave your chickens alone. Heard you got some nice looking chickens there. Um, Reminds me of a joke. May not be appropriate, but I'm going to tell it anyway because I'm just in one of those moods. About the oh, great! I got my friend here calling me. Hey, partner, what's happening? I'm doing my live video right now. You're being recorded live. I'm doing a live stream. So I got to let you go so I can go on and give my report. All right, you got it, buddy. Bye now. All right, he just saw my headline. He must have got a notification. One of my friends who lives here locally in South Carolina. And he said, oh, I only got 2 weeks to get my Bitcoin and Litecoin. So let's get into it, everybody. Forget that joke. It was inappropriate. It was about the farmers who put their knee-high boots on and then put the goats' back legs in there and try to push the goats over the fence or into the pond, and they back up on them. All right, we're not even going to get into that. Living the dream, Perosi. Okay, so guys, the way I'm seeing things, let's first talk about the economy because everybody's talking about the economy right now. I gotta say, the stock market does not look strong. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down. It's no longer doing that steady climb like it's been doing the last over about 3 years now. It's hitting resistance now, and it's not being able to break through it. Usually, when that starts to happen, that's usually a sign of a reversal or a possible reversal in the trend. Um, Not saying that it definitely is, though, but I'm saying that that is a definite sign of it's lost its upward momentum. All right. Now, is it just going to stay here for a while before it catches its breath again and starts to go up? Or is it going to start to decline? And it's going to depend a lot on market sentiment and consumer confidence. And basically, if the consumers can stay confident in the market, it will continue to go up. And there's a couple ways that that can happen. I hope y'all can hear me because I got the air conditioning running, got these cicadas in the background. They're just making so much noise tonight. It's unbelievable. All right. But there's a couple ways that the market can continue to go up. Now, even though we're having this trade war with China, Trump did sign a trade agreement with Japan. So if he signs trade agreements with Japan, England, Mexico, Canada, England, and then we're definitely not a self-sufficient country like we could be. I mean, America has everything that we need to be self-sufficient, not reliant on anybody. And the main thing is energy independence. If you have energy, you can do anything. And then, of course, you have to have some natural resources, which America has pretty much everything. We are lucky to live in America, a country where if we needed to be nationalistic meaning we just pretty much stay contained to ourselves and don't go outside of the country, we'd be able to do it. But the problem that we had is we sent everything over to China, all our, not all, but a large part of our industry to China, Mexico, India. We're also friendly with India now. They're another large labor force, so we really don't need China. Okay, it's just that we've become so used to doing business with China and them giving us cheap goods. But of course, it's not a fair tax deal because we're losing hundreds of millions, if not billions and billions of dollars every year with the trade deal we have with China. Plus, we're losing jobs, which once you lose jobs out of your country, that is just a terrible thing, right? It's a downward spiral. It's a slippery slope downward, as Ross Perot said when he ran back, about four or five presidents ago. I remember him. I was a kid. It was the first time I was able to vote, and guess who I voted for? Ross Perot. He didn't win, of course, but word is he got threatened by the Bush family that he was going to be assassinated if he didn't pretty much drop out of the race because he was causing too much of a stir, and they all wanted politics as usual. The Bush Clinton crime family, very close, tight knit. Even though one was Republican, one was a Democrat, they were like this, thick as thieves, as they say, and they were thieves, and they were best buddies and best friends before they were even in politics. Um, so they were just pretty much traded the presidency back and forth from family. Um, and just passing the power along with it and running America down, having all the jobs leave America. So let me get back on topic here. I get off on these tangents. Slap me if I do that again, all right? All right, so we can be self-sufficient, but we do have to start building industry back up, which in the long run would be a great thing for America. We've got plenty of other partners to trade with. We don't need China. It may hurt in the short term until these other factories can get up and running. Some of them may have to be built, which may take years, a year or two, But when there's a demand, things tend to get done a lot faster than when, let's give it a try and see what happens. When there's a demand and they know they're going to make money, those factories can get built real fast. Old warehouses can be converted. Machinery can be brought in. It doesn't take long. And the biggest thing is probably just going to be training the people, but it can be done. And if China decides to carry on with this trade war, they are in for a rude awakening. All right, because they are dependent on us for a lot of food. They're dependent on India for water. Believe it or not, if they have a tussle with India like they've been giving problems to India. See, China is just getting too big for their britches is what's going on here. And they've been giving India problems. They've been building these islands and claiming them as their own. They've been claiming waterways that are international waterways as China territory. Now they're trying to go into Hong Kong and take it over, and the people there are protesting. China is they're getting the perfect storm of badness on them right now, not goodness. They've got all this stuff going on. So, off on a tangent again, guys. Squirrel, right? Like Bitcoin Ben says. But all right. So, with all these trading partners, that can relieve a lot of our problems. It may take time. We may see some price inflation because of this in the short term, but in the long term, it's a good thing. China, what they're willing to do, and because they're a communist country, they don't really care about their people. They don't care if their people are starving to death in the streets and literally falling over, dying right in front of their capital. That's basically, as long as their soldiers are fed, the soldiers that protect the people in power, they're good, right? So they may carry it on, but they may be facing some sort of a revolt because if they keep it up and things get that bad, right? So also, what does it say in the Bible? All tools forged um, against me will be useless, will have no use. And I feel, like it or not, I feel Trump has been appointed by God to get America back on track. And I don't think that I have a funny feeling that a down economy is just one of these tools that they're trying to forge against Trump. That I don't see it coming to fruition right now. I'm going to say it. It seems like it should. It seems like with the trade war, with low interest rates, bubbles, housing bubbles, real estate bubbles, same thing, stock market bubbles, that things should be running their course and get ready to implode. And we may have a little bit of a correction here. And one thing that does tip that off is the price of silver and gold have been going up the last 2 weeks. Silver was below $16 2 weeks ago. Now it's over $18. If you're into silver, that is a huge move for silver and gold. Okay, but let's move on to the title of this video, which is you have 2 weeks to get into your Bitcoin and Litecoin. I say this with very high confidence, about the highest confidence that I have had since I've been making these videos. And guys, you know, if you followed my channel, that I make quite a few correct calls. Actually, I've been very accurate on a lot of my calls. And let me give you my two main reasons for this, and then I'm going to end the video. One, I believe it's September 10th, Binance no longer trading with America for altcoins. People in altcoins are going to sell their altcoins. They're going to go into Bitcoin. If the economy starts to falter, if they see Bitcoin start to run up, people are going to take their money out of stocks. They're going to throw it into Bitcoin and Litecoin, which is really going to drive the price. And then we're going to have Bakkt come out, which is going to give people that have been wanting secure, insured cryptocurrencies, because that's one of the biggest things, and an easy way to get into them, right? That's two of the big hurdles with cryptocurrencies. One, too hard to buy, right? People just want to go into their stock portfolio account, Charles Schwab, Bakkt, Fidelity, what have you, and just trade right there, just buy them, right? It's easy. They know how to do it. No new learning curve. That's one huge problem that's going to be solved when Bakkt Fidelity go live in September. All right. And the second one is a lot of people still think that Bitcoin, Litecoin, cryptocurrencies are risky because they're not insured. They've seen all these news things about, you know, this exchange closes down and takes the Bitcoin. This leader head of this exchange dies, whatever, supposedly dies, and all the cryptocurrencies are gone, right? They don't know if he stole them, if he's still alive, what. So with insured cryptocurrencies, what Bakkt is going to give you, insured money, that's going to give people confidence now to put money into Bitcoin and Litecoin. Now, I know if the stock markets start to go down, panic selling goes in, people are not going to have really any place to put their money. Because when people sell stocks, they sell everything. They sell the good ones, the bad ones. When they see it going down and they see their portfolios tanking, sell it all. Okay? When they sell it, they're going to sit there for a while and they're going to look around because they want to do something with their money. Do I put it in a bond? Oh boy, a bond is only paying 1%, 2%. If I put it in there for 30 years, I have to have my money tied up for 30 years, and I'm already 50 years old. That means I can't take it out until I'm 80 years old. I might be dead by then, and I'm only going to get 2% on it. And look at inflation, it's going through the roof. That's a stupid investment. I'm not going to do that. Gold and silver, they're going to do pretty well. They're going to keep going up. Now, here's where the consumer confidence comes in. If Bitcoin and Litecoin look like they're going up and they don't take any of these drastic dives, if the volatility stays in a upward trend, you can have your little dips. That's natural. They're used to seeing that. Remember, most investors are used to watching the stock market do the steady climb up with these little dips here and there. And if Bitcoin can start to do that for about a month or two, when the stock market starts to go down, you're going to see money going into Bitcoin and Litecoin like you can't even imagine. So guys, we have 2 weeks before Binance stops selling altcoins to Americans. That's going to be the first catalyst. And then we've got Bakkt, Fidelity coming live a little bit later in September. But if you're not in, you maybe have 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks tops. It could be less. You've been on the sidelines waiting, And I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people that make these videos saying Bitcoin and Litecoin are going lower, going to 8,000, maybe 6,000, filling these gaps, whatever. I don't see it happening. And I say this too. The last time Bitcoin had a major move down about a month ago, when it went down to about 9,000, it stopped on a dime and went right back up to 10. That shows me that once Bitcoin gets under 10,000, people are looking to buy it now. A month ago, when there was not really anything going on, right? Now that there's stuff going on, they're going to be ready to jump on it, and they're afraid that it's going to run away from them. So if you see it start to take off, look for that. You know how we saw it go up to almost 14,000 in a matter of a half a day? Just saying. All right, guys, I can see I'm getting dark here on the camera. My dinner's waiting inside. I still have to shower. So please like, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, kiss your spouse, hug your kids, pet your pets. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in and watching the channel. And let me look at the comments real quick here. Everybody is living the dream tonight. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That is such a true statement, isn't it, Chicken Pimp? What about Bitcoin Cash and Digibyte? I think that Bitcoin Cash is probably going to be okay as well. I just prefer Bitcoin. I know people with Bitcoin Cash have their arguments for it with the block size, and but I've never seen any problems with Bitcoin, and why not? I'm just going to stick with Bitcoin. That's the Mac Daddy. Bitcoin Cash will probably be fine though. Digibyte will probably do okay as well. However, I think Digibyte is still a little bit off in the future. I don't think it's going to be available enough to enough American investors to give it a catalyst boost right now, and because it's just not available on enough exchanges, mainly Coinbase, and because there's just too many of them. There's too many of them, and when the price starts to go up, there will be sell-offs that will correct it. And I just think I like Digibyte, but I just think it's going to take a little more time. You know, that's one of those things that I think is like 4, 5, 6, 7 years out. I think Bitcoin is the coin of today. I think Litecoin is the one after that, and then I think Digibyte is the one after Litecoin, as far as when they start to really take off. Yeah, backed, all in ETH. Yeah, I did sell out some of my ETH and bought some more Bitcoin. So that's all I really have right now is Bitcoin, Litecoin are my two main, and then a couple of ETH. That's it. Yeah, when I heard about their scaling issue, I don't know. I was really high on ETH for a while, but I don't know. It's a little bit of a roll of a dice because if one of these other competitors comes out and they just knock it out the park, if Cardano ever gets a working platform, or Lisk, or Stellar ever come up with something or get some big deals, you can see things start to shift a little bit because there is going to be a lot of competition. It's just that Ethereum right now is still the only one that's kind of operational, but it's not even really operating. I mean, it is, but and I liked ETH. I was talking about ETH about 3-4 months ago, saying that those are the only three you should buy. It's probably not a bad one to have still. I still have a couple of ETH, but I did sell it and I bought Bitcoin. I just really like Bitcoin right now. I really like Bitcoin right now. And I really like Litecoin second. Those are my two favorites without a doubt. That gives me time to accumulate. Yeah, you have time to accumulate Digibyte, I think. I don't think it's going to run away from me anytime soon. All right, guys. So please, thank you so much. And I'm going to end the stream now and have some dinner. God bless. Love you. And end.